camera, just so you know, Jess.
I am. Ooh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was facing this way. Thank you for letting me know.
You are live on Facebook.
Woo!
And Elira is watching you.
And I'm done.
She was the only one who joined live last week, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to really wait for anyone else.
I had the same. I only had one live on Thursday.
Hello, hello. Elira is here. Hello, Elira. Let's do a sound check. Tell me what you had for breakfast this morning. How about my roomies? What'd you have for breakfast? Waffles. Grace, what'd you have for breakfast?
Beefaroni.
Okay. Jenna? What, toast?
That's my favorite.
Okay, Elira, what'd you have for breakfast? Welcome to everyone else who is watching the replay. Please comment below so I know that you watched. I need to keep attendance and report my numbers to the state. Don't forget to continue to send over pictures of Flatmas. Some are going all kinds of adventures with you. Next week, you're going to need a glue stick, you're going to need a black marker, and you're going to need scissors. Elira, can you hear me? Okay, I can announce the team that is in the lead. Okay, good. Cereal. All right, now I know you can hear me. The orange team. Anyone on the orange team here with me? No, my roomies? Okay. Orange team is still in the lead, 7,440 minutes, but yellow is not far behind. So, go yellow team, read more. Maybe you'll catch up with orange next week. The top reader I am going to announce now is Elira, who's watching 1,800 minutes. But I do want to also recognize Jenna, who read 500. That was a lot. And Morgan, who read 945. So congratulations to you guys. Good job there. If you haven't submitted your minutes yet, it is not too late. The links are still up. You can submit back minutes all the way up till the end of the program. It just won't affect top reader. If you happen to read more than the top reader is already announced. Okay, so today is Monday, July 19th, and we are in week 3. Does anyone know what theme this week is? Yes. Forest! Yes, we're starting to venture out into the wild a little bit. So we started at home with our pets, and then we went to farm because sometimes farm animals are our pets too. And now we're branching a little further than our backyard, and we're going into the forest. So what kind of things do we find in the forest with tails? Who could tell me? Yes? Bears. Squirrels. Coyotes, very good. Anything else? Bunnies. Go ahead, just shout them out. Elira, you can too. Deer. Salamanders. Fox. Nothing else? Wolves.
Coyotes. Not coyotes.
You said coyotes. Panthers, okay. Mountain lions, maybe. They're similar, I guess. Okay, so we're going to do things a little bit differently today. Normally we do the craft at the end, but we're going to start with the craft and end with our activity because our activity is what I want to leave you to do on your own. So before we get into that, let me talk about some books that we have. I've got 2 graphic novels, Bird and Squirrel and Clyde. Clyde is a bear. He's a little disgruntled, kind of not so happy bear. And Bird and Squirrel are going to search for the most elusive creature of the forest, Bigfoot. Bigfoot. And we're actually going to bring this book back at the end of the summer when we talk about those other weird looking kind of mystical creatures. DK Find Out. We actually have one on forest. We also have one on bugs, and we have one on birds. Now, birds, you're not going to find this bird in the forest. You're not going to find a peacock in the forest. So you get the idea. Some birds are found in the forest, some are not. But you can definitely take a look at this one, and I love these books. They have all kinds of full color pictures, and you can learn a lot. And we've got these books in all kinds of categories. We've got lots of them. Bird Guide of North America. Anybody know what bird this is? A cardinal. Yes, they're very pretty, aren't they? This is the male cardinal. What's great about this book is that it is divided into different sections of the country. So there's like birds of the swamps, birds of the desert, birds of the beach. They have eastern backyard birds, which is where we are located. So you go to the section for eastern backyard birds, and they give you kind of a little rundown of the most common birds that you'll find in our backyard. There's the cardinal, we've got the chickadee, a hummingbird, a blue jay, and a robin you're probably most familiar with. And then each bird gets its own page, and it tells you all about the food that they eat, the sounds that they make, their habitat, and how far they fly. And then they'll also talk about a few more birds that you would see in our area. So it's a very good bird book, lots of full color pictures. And my last book, Bringing Back the Wolves. So Lyra, you said wolves. This is how a predator restored an ecosystem. And it's about Yellowstone National Park that did not have any wolves. And the park was quiet. Bird songs, you didn't hear those anymore. Plants were few and far between. Trees were stunted. The landscape just looked pretty sickly. But things changed when they brought the wolves back. After 70 years of being absent, they brought the wolves back and things started to flourish. So this is a true story about that. And it's not really a story per se, because there are a lot of pictures in it. So there is that one. Okay, so our activity today, I have one more book to show you, but I'm going to hang on to that for a second. We're going to make this little origami frog that hops, okay? So in your bag, the same bag that we brought out last week that says week 2, it also says week 3. This piece of paper is your origami paper. I'm going to show you how to fold this, and then I'm going to tell you about the other things that are in your kit in that bag. And then we also have some papers in our paper packet for week 3. So if you want to take those out as well, all the way up into week 5, because we do not have any papers for week 4. So if you see week 5, you did not go too far. Okay, I am going to rearrange my workspace here and point my camera down so you can see what I'm doing. And then we are going to get started on some origami. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Good. Okay. Can all my roomies see the screen behind me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Jack. Welcome. I asked everybody what they had for breakfast today. Do you want to tell me? Nothing! Oh, no! Breakfast is the...
Probably French toast.
Oh, French toast. Okay. The most important meal of the day, they say. Okay, so I have my instructions that I wrote out here for this. All right, so we're going to take out our origami paper. We're going to make this little hopping frog. Watch, I'll show you how he hops. As you push him down, Oh, wait, he's not folded right. Oh, come on. It worked yesterday. He got lazy overnight. There we go. Wake up, Froggy, it's Monday. Well, we'll see how the next one goes. Okay, these cupcake liners that you have in your bag are going to be our lily pads. And what the idea is that you are going to make this frog, and then it could be a game. These are gonna be the lily pads. You can set them up. You can give them different point values, like maybe if the bigger ones are a lesser point value because they're easier, you kind of open them up like that, and then you try and hop your frog onto the lily pads. And you can write the number on there if you want to. So I put frogs in the forest. They don't necessarily have tails, but they kind of fit in like with salamanders and stuff. I find frogs in the forest, yes.
Tadpoles.
Tadpoles do have tails, don't they? They start with tails. Okay, so here's how we're going to make this. I'm gonna try and do it upside down for you, but it's very easy. You're gonna take your origami paper and you're gonna fold it in half. Fold it in half like a book. You just want to leave it up and down. We don't want it side to side. We want it up and down. Doesn't really matter what side's the fold and what side's the opening. Now, we're going to fold each corner in. We're going to fold it and unfold it. Then we're going to do this one. Fold it in, unfold it, and then we're going to do the same with the bottom ones. So we fold one corner in, and when you're doing this, you are lining up the top of your paper with the side of your paper. So my first fold is done. If you want to look at my example, see I have a point up there. And then we unfold it and I do the other corner at the top. So then I have a point on the other side, and I open it up, and you'll see an X that formed there at the top of the paper. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the bottoms. I'm going to fold one corner in, unfold it, fold the other corner in, unfold it. And then I'm going to get another X down at the bottom. Everybody got two X's? Okay. Now this is a little bit of a tricky part, but we're gonna go through it together. I'm gonna take that top X and I'm gonna take the sides and I'm gonna push them in together so that it stands up. The paper stands up. Can you do that? Push the sides of the X, hold your paper up and down so that you know where the top X is and where the bottom X is. Push the sides of the X in, and you're gonna crease the bottom part of the X. So the top part of the X is up in the air. The bottom part of the X is being creased. Yep, Steven's got it. Looks like Jenna's got it. I can't see Jack because the sign is in the way. Like there you go, yep. Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't want to crease that part. You just want to crease the bottom. So that part that's up in the air, I'm going to flatten like this, and it's going to make like a roof of a house. I'm just going to push that down. Okay, so it was up in the air like this. I pushed the middle down, and that flattens the other crease of the X that we just made. And now it looks like the roof of a house. Do we get that? Yeah, Jenna. So take the middle of your paper where you creased it. You don't want to crease it there. There you go. Yes. Push on that, flatten it. It makes a roof. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other X. So if it's easier, you can turn it around so that the X is on top again. Push the sides of the X in so that it's standing up. Crease that bottom part of the X. And flatten that top part. See, I'm just putting my finger right in the middle there and pushing it down, just like that. That's probably the hardest part. How we doing? Here, let me see.
I did one.
Yeah, so this is the part that you want to crease. So you're going to push it in like that. And then when you flatten this, that other crease that you made will show up. And then just flatten that out. Everyone else okay? Oh, Jenna's trying again.
It's just not straight. It's not like.
Okay. That is one thing about origami, is that you have to be patient. You have to be very precise. And I love doing origami with kids because they don't like to do any of those things. And it really does teach like hand-eye coordination, and that you have to line up edges. And a lot of kids struggle with it. They try and like fold up in the air like this, and I keep telling them, use the table to your advantage. It's a challenge for them. Okay, so when we get to this point, so you have a diamond shape, and you also have layers. So we're gonna take the points of this top layer. We're gonna fold the point into the top on both sides. And I'm gonna show a closer view of that on camera. So it was down like this, and we fold those points up to the top to make another little diamond. And we're gonna do the same thing with the other one, the other flap. And those lines should meet right in the center. The points should meet right at the top. So I did it then here, went from here, folded them into here. So now we've got two diamonds, one on top, one on the bottom. Now those that we just folded in, we're gonna do another fold out. Here, let me do it first on the table, because we use the table to help us. Like this. Yes?
Are you supposed to look like that?
Nope.
No.
Look at my sample on the screen.
Uh-huh.
So they were out here,
Yeah.
and then you took these 2 points and folded them to this bottom point down here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now, this flap folds out like this. So you take this center edge right here, and you fold it so that it comes to be in line with the side of the diamond, and that causes like a little piece, a little tab to stick out. I'm gonna do it with this side. They fold out. These are forming the legs. These are forming the legs of the turtle or the frog. So it was in like this. Those center edges get folded out to be in line with that diamond. And we've got 2 tabs. We're gonna do the same thing with the other ones. instead you take that center edge
Oh,
and you
the
line it
center.
up with the outer edge.
Ah.
Just like that.
Okay.
Do you need help too? Or did you say you got it?
No, we didn't.
You didn't get it.
Even. It's not even, so it's not
Then we
working.
can't do it.
It just wasn't folded right for her.
It's alright. You fold it out like this. They just have like a stumpy leg on them. That's fine.
Your progress special.
It's just like that. Jack got it okay?
I think so.
Good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, Alira, how are you doing at home? I don't see any questions to ask to see it again, so I'm assuming that you're okay. Okay, so right now we can see the frog's legs. We're gonna flip him over so we can't see his legs. We can only see his back. And the bottom point we're gonna fold up. Oh, I'm gonna upside down for you. So the bottom point you're gonna fold up just a little bit to square it off. Good, Alira's doing good. Anyone else watching live? Comment, let me know that you're here so I can take attendance if you joined us late. Okay, now, in a similar fashion that we just folded the legs back out, we're gonna fold the whole body in. So watch my fingers. This line right here, this edge, we want folded into the center right here. So when I fold it in, it's gonna make a triangle, and that edge is going to line up right in the center. Okay, so up close. This edge right in the center. So when I fold it, it looks like that. Kind of like a sailboat sail. We're gonna fold the other side the same way. And so then it looks like that. It did look like this. Those edges meet in the center.
I don't know why his legs are coming too. No, it's only supposed to be that one.
Let me see. This is the bottom.
Pushed his leg. There you go.
Oh, because he folded a side as instead of a bottom. So this is the part, when you flip him over, that's his butt, not here. Oh, sorry. So now you fold this in and it works.
Just the wrong corner. Yeah, so you got it right.
Everyone else okay?
I thought we were gonna have to start from the
Okay.
beginning.
No, you're good. Okay, last two folds. Flip him over again so you can see his feet.
Keep them in the same direction as she has them on the screen. That way we don't do that again.
Fold him in half. There's like be a natural point where he folds in half. Fold his butt up to his head. He's very flexible. And then you're gonna fold it back down, but you're gonna fold it like halfway. Like, so you're not gonna just unfold it. You're gonna make another crease halfway down. And you're going through a lot of layers. So it's gonna be a little bit of a hard fold, but that's what's gonna give it the springy action. So then in the end, it looks like that. On the other side, we folded him, this is in half, and then we folded him back down less than half. And that gives him his little springy action, because then you push on his back and let go. You don't have to push hard, you just kind of flick him. And he hops. There we go. The flick it takes some practice too. Did you get him? Do we have hoppy frogs here? Yep, so we folded them in half, and then we fold them back down on his butt. Yeah, there we go. Did you get it? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
But
You got it? Yeah.
want to see what it does?
What does it do?
That and it goes over.
So, yeah, I mean, the flicking, like, takes practice, but he does hop.
Okay. Let me see. Ready?
And then, so now you have your frog and you have your lily pads, and now you have like a little game you could play. Your own little like Frogger kind of game. Sometimes he lands on his back, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he has little hops, sometimes he has big hops.
Oh, looky. Like you landed. So put down. You look so cool.
He's cute, right? Even if you don't use him to hop, he's still a cute little origami frog that you made. Okay, so your worksheets. Find 10 differences in the forest. On the other side is words to find of animals in the forest. Let's see. We did not mention warthog, although we have a monkey here. Monkeys, I don't think you find in the forest. We did not mention beaver, skunk, raccoon, badger, bat, hedgehog. We didn't say any of those. Crosswords. Oh, two different ones. Sorry. There's the crossword. But the most exciting part for today is what else is in your bag. We've got some gloves. These do not have holes in them. We've got tweezers. We've got toothpicks. And we've got a foil ball. But this is not any foil ball. Let's not open it just yet. This is an owl pellet. Now, I have a very awesome book on owls I wanted to share with you. Mysterious Birds of the Night. Why are they called Birds of the Night? Who can tell me? Yes?
Because they only come out at night.
Do you know what the scientific name for that is?
Nocturnal?
Nocturnal, yes. And I love this book. Look at all of these fantastic owl eyes. Aren't they great? I love their eyes. They're just so cool. So I can show you this picture. You can see the owl. Can you see the owl pellet in the bird's mouth? There's like a little red arrow pointing to it. Does anyone know what an owl pellet is? Can you tell me what an owl pellet is? Yes, Steven?
It's basically owl puke.
It is. It is puke, not poop. Okay? So, why are owls puking? Can anyone tell me? Why do we have owl puke here? Steven?
Because they eat live animals with bones, and they cough up all of the foreign bones.
Yes. So they swallow their prey whole when they eat them, but they're unable to digest certain parts of their animals that they eat. They usually cough up like 2 a day, and it's just undigested parts of food that was thrown back up. Now the contents depends on obviously what the owl is eating, right? But it can have bugs, bones, fur, feathers, some plants. You might find claws, teeth, all kinds of things in there. And this book actually explains how the owl digestive system works. they actually have two stomachs. So the stuff that they can digest moves through to the second stomach, but the stuff that they can't digest stays in the first stomach and then they puke it up. So we are going to dissect this owl pellet. And that's why I gave you the paper towel. We're just gonna work on that. Everyone here has a little baggie to take your bones home. And we're just going to kind of dissect these together. So wear the gloves to protect yourself from germs. I'm gonna put mine on in a minute. Now oh wait, I did want to show you something else in this book.
I did this before.
You did this before?
Yeah, it smells horrible.
Okay. Well, I've got clothespins if you want to plug your nose. Here's examples of dissecting owl pellets. So there's a big pellet up there. Here's some of the things that you would find as dissecting different kinds of owl pellets. And then here's where they had separated all of the fur and the feathers from the bones that was in the pellet. So hopefully all of our pellets have a lot of bones. That's the idea. But now some bones are as small as a period at the end of a sentence. So that's why we have the toothpicks to comb through it very carefully. And bones can be delicate, so we don't want to break them. And here is mine open up. This is a fantastic science lesson. So go on ahead and open up your owl pellet.
I already see a bone.
Remember to be gentle.
Miss Summer, look, I already see.
You already see a bone. I see something sticking out of mine too. So we're gonna do this together for a little while, and then I'll say goodbye to my Zoomies, and my roomies and I will continue to work together. So, yep, I'm using a toothpick to kind of break it open a little bit. I see a jawbone with some teeth, I think. Yes. I can't see from here, but I trust you that there's some good stuff you're finding.
I found this.
I'm not smelling anything, Grace.
It's gonna take a little while.
Okay.
It takes a little while, and then whenever you get deeper, it gets smellier.
Okay.
Okay. So as you get in, I found a eensy weensy like a mouse bone.
I bet you that there's some mouse bones in there.
That is a mouse bone.
I'm finding lots of bones.
Yeah, smell the smell now.
Nope.
Because whenever you get way deeper, it gets way smellier. I've done this. What's that, a giant?
Did
I
you
found
do
a
this in
giant.
school?
No, her aunt sent it to her for Christmas.
Oh, fun.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
Midsummer, I think I found a head bone.
Ooh, we found a skull. That's what head bones are called,
You
right?
want to see it?
I will happily come around and look at all of
I
the
can come
bones
over.
that you've... No, you can stay right there. I'll come around and look at everybody's
I'm
bones.
gonna hold this for later because I don't want to break it. It's already damaged. Okay, so. Oh no. My eye is itchy.
Uh-oh.
Like itchy.
Now, if you're very careful and you find all the bones to a certain specimen, you could potentially glue it back together.
That's what we had to do in school.
Yeah?
We had like a map of a skeleton, and then
Yes.
we had to glue the little
Pieces all
pieces
together.
back together. Yeah. Another one.
What are you thinking of this, Alira? since you're my only Zoomie watching live.
What is that? Wait.
Mm.
That's all I was supposed to. Okay, well then dissect. I think I found some rods. Okay.
What do you think, Jack? You're pretty quiet back there. You finding anything good? Oh, good.
I got that fur.
I'm finding a lot of very, like, skinny things.
Maybe us too. Oh.
Yeah, they might be ribs.
I mean the spine. It still has some stuff in it. Here, found bones. Here, I'll put the bones right there. So then you can see. And then, oh no. I think it is a idol head. Didn't know that we were gonna do this, right? Just over here. Look.
Yes?
You can see.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, I think that's maybe a rat.
I have something here that's covered in fur. I am working very carefully with my toothpick to kind of separate it. All right, Zoomies, I'm gonna let you go. This is what we're gonna continue to do here for a little while. Feel free to take a picture of any of the bones that you find when you're finished and post them to the group.
Holy cow, I just found a skull.
Links to minutes are in the group. The one I've been told on our website is not working right now. I will get that fixed after class. So if you haven't turned in your minutes yet, you can still do that.
The one in the Facebook group?
No, the one on the website's not working. The Facebook group is okay. So as long as you're in the Facebook group, you're good to go. I'll get the website one working very soon. All right, Zoomies, have a good weekend, or week, I should say. It's Monday, not Friday. And we'll see you soon